Honestly, this episode of 91 Days, I think is actually my favorite episode of the series so far, and I'm really confused on why, because even before I went to watch the episode, I was seeing a lot of people say that it was a very comedic episode, and I'm just thinking, 91 Days, comedic, like, that doesn't really sound like it could work in any way, based on the very serious tone we've had so far. But somehow, they made this weird comedy work for this series, and I'm honestly impressed by it. Like, I don't want the series to go full comedy by any means. I want it to stick with the tone it has, but I won't lie, I wouldn't mind a couple more episodes with this type of tone because it was really entertaining, and it actually did progress the plot quite a bit with some of the dialogue our characters have. Like, honestly, the best way to describe this is Angelo and Nero's bizarre adventure. Like, they're on their quest, you know, as we saw with the soap last week, but it's just comedy. All the antics, I mean, at one point we see Nero juggling, and then Angelo pickpockets him for kids, and I'm just sitting here like, what am I looking at? These guys want to kill each other, like, why am I watching these party antics? And then we see just Nero, you know, gambling for money so he can drink, and just this Goliath guy who's basically an assassin after him just wrecks shit, and the way Nero escapes is he kicks him in his balls. This was bizarre is the easiest way to describe it. It was bizarre as hell, but it made me laugh quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie there. And the dialogue between Angelo as well as Nero when they're at their camp on the first night there was actually really good, because Nero basically explains his first job, which was killing Angelo's family, and you can just see the look of revenge in Angelo's eyes, just wanting to stab him there and then, but obviously he needs to figure out who everyone was who killed his family before he can take him fully out there. And just the dialogue there was very heavy, very surreal, and for whatever reason, they made the heavy scenes work mixed in with all this comedy. That's not easy to do, because if you're going almost all comedy this episode, and then you just layer a very heavy emotional scene in, 9 times out of 10 it's not going to work, but this somehow made it work. So honestly, props to the studio working on this, because that's actually impressive. Now, the fight scene with this Goliath versus Nero and Angelo was really entertaining, because this guy is a freaking beast. He just throws Angelo across the room, is about to kill him, when Nero, with the amazing knife to the back, just tomahawks it into his back, and they think they're all well and good. And the guy the Goliath spits on gets the best revenge, because karma's a bitch, and he just wrecks shit with his rifle, and just brutally takes the guy down. Really, like, this episode is the biggest twist to a series so far this season, because this was so serious up till now, and though it still had those serious moments, it was just pure comedy, and I really hope it doesn't stick with this style for like the remainder, but I would like maybe 1 or 2 episodes kind of like this. But if this is the only episode we get using this type of humor, I'm fine with it. It's so weird, it was so bizarre, and the antics were just, I don't know, it was just comedy gold in a lot of ways, and I really dug this episode. And I have to say, a lot of the background shots, like, I really like the art style they're going with, kind of this almost watercolor-esque background they're using, and I really dig it. Just overall, this was a good episode. Like, I had my problems with last week's, and this just brings this series to life for me all the more again. And I'm really excited to see what happens next week. I think we're going to go back to the serious tone, but we'll have to wait and see. But as always, what did everyone think? Like, were you guys shocked with this sudden turn of basically tone with the series? Did you find it entertaining? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button to show your support, and as well as subscribe if you are new to my channel. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.